the multiverse is about to change the course of Spider-Man forever in Spider-Man No Way Home. And all the crazy theories, ideas, reports, and everything else that we've heard in regards to rumors are getting backed up by more crazy theories that just seem more insane than the last one. The one we are going to talk about today is the fact that the MCU is going to make the Sam Raimi trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man universes merge into the MCU, thus giving us 3 live-action Spider-Men in the MCU all at the same time, all called Peter Parker. You probably realize where this is going, right? If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. So at best, what I can gather, and the most simplistic version of this theory, without going into everything that's been connected to Loki, the fracturing timelines and converging back on one another and everything that's happening, is essentially, and here is the simplest explanation I can give you. Once Spider-Man No Way Home has wrapped up, we're going to realize that it's not the end of the multiverse. Instead, Doctor Strange has to go deeper into it to try to fix everything because things have gotten out of control in relation to Loki, multiple timelines, what Wanda has been doing, and everything. So we're going to end No Way Home with a sort of cliffhanger of the multiverse still falling in and on top of one another and things being a little out of order. So with this in mind, we're going to learn down the road that the Amazing Spider-Man and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, both of those Peter Parkers, are now part of the main continuity in the MCU along with the rest of their cast. So you have MJ from the Raimi films, and then you would have Gwen from the TASM films, and they just exist in the proper MCU now. So you have Peter Parker, Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield, and Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire's version, and they're all existing in this New York. We're going to have 3 Spider-Men. It's going to be like the comics with Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man Peter Parker. And this is automatically where I don't even have to explain any more to you to tell you that this absolutely cannot happen. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I get that the fans want this to happen. They would love to see something like, oh my god, we have older Peter Parker, and he's now a mentor to these 2 other ones, and Andrew Garfield is back, and we got those characters, and it's all cool. But it can't happen. How do you explain 3 different Peter Parkers, multiple MJs, different Osborns, different versions of different characters? If you take this, and all these universes are merging, right? And that's what the multiverse is going to explore with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, then you have to expand it beyond this. So then you're going to get to the point where, oh, Iron Man died, who cares? Here's Iron Man played by whoever, Tom Cruise, because that was the original thing. Who needs Wolverine when you got this Wolverine? Who needs this Captain America? He's gone, but guess what? Steve Rogers from another multiverse has joined. That gets too convoluted, that gets too stupid, and that gets to the point where it's so comic booky that the average person isn't going to buy it because they're not investing any more time into these characters. Again, I get why people want this to happen because they want Sam Raimi's Spider-Man back, they want Andrew Garfield to have the Amazing Spider-Man 3 and continue to live in this world, but then you effectively have erased their worlds. Post whatever time they're ripped out of, those universes are suddenly dead. It's like Crisis on Infinite Earths, and now they're all merged into one, which then doesn't also make sense because then you're just telling everybody, oh yeah, all these multiverses exist, but guess what? They don't matter anymore because they all got merged into one. Again, that doesn't work. That's literally the anti-multiverse, anti-what Kang was saying, anti-Quantumania, anti-everything. So again, I think it's pure wishful thinking and rumors for the sake of rumors and clicks and theories and all this. Mind you, it's a great theory and it could work in theory, but you undo everything that makes the MCU special the way it is. Once a character is gone, they're gone. The multiverse will introduce some characters to us and, have them here or there, but you're not getting a new Iron Man that's just going to be somebody else playing Tony Stark, because that takes all the weight and all the ramifications and character development away. That's not how they want to do it. And I know some people aren't going to believe me, but believe me, there's people in our own CBC group, we see them. They're like, oh, I just finally watched the Raimi films. I've never seen the TASM films, but I love the MCU Spider-Man. Just because you have a fond attachment to these old things doesn't mean everybody does. So you can't suddenly say, yeah, forget about the Peter Parker you like. Here's this old 45-year-old one. you guys get what I'm saying now?